And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the Eden Prairie Community Center. It's high school hockey at the eventhockey.tv. Presented by Tradition Companies and a slew of others. Don't forget to check out the Chick-fil-A play of the game. We'll have that queued up for you at the end of the game here tonight, as they once again located in Chanhassen, the busiest Chick-fil-A I've ever seen, and I know it's because of this advertising. It's just that impressive.
And if anybody would know, it'd probably be UB Wagner.
Why? Because I'm in line?
Yes. But it's good to be here. Very cold outside tonight, so it's nice to be inside.
Well, we got the heaters right here.
Yeah. I overdressed, I think, because of the heaters. But this one really promises to be a terrific game. The red-hot Eden Prairie Eagles are playing host to a very high-powered Minnetonka Skippers team tonight. But I think Eden Prairie just at home gives them a bit of an advantage. But this Minnetonka team can skate, Pete.
Well, one of the things that we've noticed about teams in the Minnesota State High School League this year is goal scoring is not at a premium. However, when you get to the Eden Prairie Eagles, it's been coming in bushel baskets with Carter Batchelder and his 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points. But how about the infusion of talent from Jackson Blake to really turn the corner for this hockey club?
Well, 12 points in 3 games. Obviously, he's been put in a position. Batchelder's game's been raised. Holt's game's been raised. I think Eden Prairie as a team, their game has been raised overall. But this Minnetonka Skippers team has been averaging about 5 goals for per game. So they're no stranger to finding the offensive zone and being effective as well. Eden Prairie's going to have to play tonight. They're going to have to defend. But it should be a high-scoring affair at a pretty torrid pace. I'm looking forward to it.
Good to see that Chad LaRoche is on board.
Hello, Chad.
Sent a terrific screenshot from the big screen of yours truly.
Mine looks like a notepad compared to that TV.
Because it is. Minnetonka Skippers came off, it was a really well-rounded win against the St. Michael Albertville Knights the other night. And, in that game, the first period was tightly contested. And I think for the Skippers, they just really kept to their game. They really stayed with what they needed to do. And you know what? Fact is they got the job done.
Well, indeed they did. They struggled in the first period. I don't think Coach Goldsworthy was real happy about that play. But they started to take the game away. It started with a power play goal, and sometimes it's just the spark that lights the fire. And from that point on, it was the St. Michael Albertville Knights that just couldn't contain a high-flying Minnetonka team, and the opportunities just became plentiful.
Anders Irene is going to get the start in goal for the Minnetonka Skippers. It'll be Zach Hayes, the counterpart for the Eden Prairie Eagles. As I think, we talked special teams the other night, and I think that might have a key component here. That Eden Prairie power play is very formidable, just a little under 30%. But look at that Minnetonka power play, Bart. I mean, you give them an extra man, and they're going to make you pay.
Well, I think the penalty kills on both squads are a wash, but the power play so far, 7 out of 12 conversions for Minnetonka. So Eden Prairie is going to have to play an honest game tonight, stay out of the box.
And we'll pause now for your national anthem. Oh, my word. Look at this part, Archer. I couldn't do that twice. I couldn't do that twice if I tried.
When the red lights are flashing, stop the vehicle.
Oh, my word. I've got the – there it is.
Wow.
The copyrighted Bart Archer – he puts together the best stat sheets you could ever imagine here. It's so good. I mean, it's impressive.
Well, John Sands wants me to send him a template so he can kind of cheat a little bit.
He wouldn't know how to key in the numbers, so don't worry about that.
But it's been 2 years. I told him I'm getting around to it eventually, but might be a little while, John.
John Sands is on board doing the directing and the highlight packages for us. Of course, don't forget about the Chick-fil-A play of the game coming up.
Oh, we're going to have a lot of opportunities to choose from in this game, I assure you that.
Indeed, we will. As the Eagles and the Skippers late conference action here at the mnhockey.tv. We've had some great games throughout the web waves, the airwaves, if you will, at the various arenas across the state of Minnesota. As it'll be Batchelder to take the draw against Newhouse. We're underway. The Eagles will retreat in their own zone. It's going to be Conan with it. He'll try to accelerate out of the zone. A long pass, left wing side, finds Hannes. He's going to play that back in behind the net. Newhouse will get there first. Nice job. Good control by the senior center. Loses an edge and the puck. Quick pass to Blake. He's been a house of fire. Carries this one wide. Good pace and tempo to the corner. He's jammed by Kiffin off the M boards as Kiffin forces the turnover. Tries to kick it back behind the net, but Blake wins the battle. Try to play it toward the side of the goal as the Skippers defense that. Played to center. Knocked down by Luke Middlestat. Holt was there to play the body. And now it's quickly Brink for Kiffin to Conan. Knocked back in deep by Batchelder as he'll work on Conan off the end boards. Conan stood up on the play. Couple of Eagles there. Blake as well. Try to feather one through to the oncoming Holt as Middlestat's going to regroup in his own zone. Now it's Luke Middlestat. That was Langenbrunner rather to Luke Middlestat who plays that one wide. Bookend, big fellas on the blue line for this Eagles team.
Nice luxury to have.
Conan with the body check there. They're going to throw the leather here tonight, at least in the early going. We'll see if both teams will keep up the physicality here throughout this game. Luloff can wheel, plays that one in, steered aside by Irene to the right side of the net. On its Thrasher as he plays it to the near boards. There's Riku Brown, the big senior winger, the power forward extraordinaire. Eagle player down on the play, or Skipper player down on the play, went down on his own will, according to the official. Keppers, left wing, Quinn, watched by Langenbrunner, takes an angle shot, blocker pad save, Hayes to the corner. Now it's bumped off the boards by Quinn. He's going to cycle behind. Langenbrunner is there. He has Luloff open to the near side, just missed the mark there. And now it's going to be back into the Skipper zone with Bear as he'll send it long and ahead. That's off the stick of Chartier as it's going to be Britton to the corner. He better hurry as he's receiving pressure there from Farina. Now they'll play this to the neutral zone. That's too far for the stick of Tyler Johnson. And it's going to be played off the left boards. Whipple from Thrasher. Now it's the Eagles to send that one in with Jake Casey. Noticed him during the anthem. He's got the hair ready to roll. Like State Tourney. Remember, he had the big hair. It was impressive.
Well,
Don't know how he could get the bucket on.
Drew Holt is the same thing as well.
They are mid-season form here. I mean, really, when you think about it, it's almost that time. Down to the corner, but we still have plenty. Wrap around, they score! Oh, Hendrickson took it from the corner, and that was slow developing for Hayes as he got stuffed by the freshman. 1-0, Minnetonka.
Well, it was a great effort by Hendrickson. He had one would-be defender that he got past. I thought he was going to center it out, but he opted to go the long way around the net. It was Zach Hayes that was committed to the near post, and it was Hendrickson that went around with that long reach and put it in on the far side with a nice wraparound. 2 minutes, 31 seconds into this first period. Minnetonka on the board, but Eden Prairie doing a great job of controlling the pace of the play, and their speed has been impressive.
Blake feeds to Holt. Now Batchelder goes inside out to the corner as the Skippers will be there. Nice pinch there by Cam Langfels, but it's Conan left wing for Newhouse. Newhouse tried to play this one through. Skippers, though, matching the tempo of the Eagles stride for stride in the early going. Newhouse tries to play this one through to Hannes. Nice positional play there by Luke Middlestat as he'll carry to center. Ahead to Blake, back to Middlestat. He's got Holt with him. Conan goes into the boards with a heap there as that's covered by Irene as it trickles in on goal as a Skipper goaltender shuts down the play.
Boy, that hit is still resonating in the hallowed halls of Eden Prairie Community Center.
Hallowed.
Well, but I just think that this is going to be a wonderful game if this is any indication. The pace is just fabulous. Eden Prairie's a very fast team, but Minnetonka keeping pace with them. I think that's been impressive. First goal scored against Eden Prairie in the first period so far this year.
At the line now, it's Langfeld's walking, shooting, scores! Far down for the defenseman. We're tied at 1. What an answer by the Eagles. 13:38 to go in the first, and we're tied at 1.
Well, in fact, Langfeld's, he's always had the capabilities. Now he's starting to flex his offensive muscles. He just walked in, got between the hash marks, put it just under the bar, and beat Honors Irene clean. A big goal, nice answer by the Eden Prairie Eagles. We're not at 1 early in this first period.
Great example of how the defenseman here can get it up to the forwards and jump into the play and make things happen for this Eagle edition. They're going to be as strong of a batch of top 4 that you're going to find in high school hockey.
Well, that's hard to argue with their experience and their skill and speed, and they have some size back there. They have all the checks in the right boxes on the back line for Eden Prairie.
Batchelder with a stick on his man. Caring was there. Holt, now it's knocked away from him by Lagerback. Now Holt again deflects to center. Bear will rip that back into the Eden Prairie zone. Karam all the way over to the far side. Knocked down the wall by John Manning as they'll play the body. And here comes Batchelder on the move. Ooh, acceleration to the right wing for Blake. Blake will try to go inside out. Try the McDavid. Now it's Batchelder. Scores! Oh, that ramped up off the stick, I believe, of Blake Anderson. And into the shelf again. They're going Ches all night long here as they have the 2-1 lead.
Well, and that's what Speed can do. They had Minnetonka back on their heels. They tried to challenge at the blue line, but the first wave ran some interference, and it was a follow-up by Batchelder. They just went about 1.5 feet off the ice, glove side. Very difficult shot to try to make a save on, but boy, Eden Prairie, a pretty strong answer. Now the onus is on Minnetonka to come back and put some pressure on Zach Hayes and goal for Eden Prairie.
We're about 4 minutes old. We've had three markers here for both these teams.
And we'll give you a summary at the end of the period, maybe.
Oh, we'll leave it to Joe Cook, your PA announcer. Icing as that missed the mark on Riku Brown. We'll bring it back into the Eden Prairie zone.
And for Hendrickson, that was his third goal of the season for the Skippers. Third goal of the season for Cam Langfelds, and for Batchelder, number 8. And he is on a roll right now, but you can see the speed on this line is going to create problems for Minnetonka's defensemen all night long, so the forwards are going to have to come back and help.
A couple of 21s in the squared circle. The Skippers get the draw from Chartier. They're going to have to regroup to center with Burchild as he plays this to the right wing side. Chartier plays this in deep. Now it's going to be Langfelds. Look to the left, wanted to go to the right, had some trouble, gets it over. Now here they come with Brown through center. Finds Luloff, darts to the opening, looked out front, that's knocked away. Chartier, nice heady play to Burchild. He's just going to flip it through the neutral. And they're going to get the ice on that one as it bounced away from Britton. And we'll bring it back to the Minnetonka zone.
Wow, that was a really efficient zone exit by the Eden Prairie Eagles team. They came through with some speed, but Minnetonka did a nice job of standing up, taking the play back. I think he just wanted to send it into the zone, got a little extra on it, but it's going to be to Honors Irene's left. 12:26 left in the first period. Eden Prairie 2-1 advantage.
Rung hard around for Brink as he tried to chip the boards to center. And now it's Newhouse. Looks through center, is going to try to take it wide on Langenbrunner, who watches that one sail wide of the mark. Chipped through center ice. Here come the Eagles on it. That's Hartle. He's going to be jammed by Newhouse back behind the net. Marble looks out front. Irene gets the post blocked there. Down in the play goes an Eagle player. And it was Casey, I believe. And back the other way they go with it. Eagles, or Skippers rather, regroup back at center. Newhouse comes away with it. Right wing, nice feed there to Bear as he steps up in the play from the blue line position. Rings it hard around, waiting for it is Newhouse. And the Skippers were changing their defensive core as Quinn will jump on as the center iceman as he's going to wind this one up back through center. Carries this behind the net, washed on the play. Looks out to the slot area. Carrying was on him. There's Kempers with a shot. Nice block by Holt. Here comes Batchelder 2-on-2. He's got Blake. Blake angles toward the middle. Batchelder loses an edge. Ooh, hard into the wall. Took that foot first, shaken up a bit, but he's going to hop back up. And now it's going to be played back to the left wing side. There's Quinn. He had Kempers angling with him. Now Quinn finds some real estate across the line. Steered out of there by Hayes. Quinn behind the net. Keppers has a man in front. There's a quick shot taken there by the Skippers. Harris from center ice. Now it's sent in by Keppers.
Fight or what? No longer the first name basis, huh?
Wow. Good one. They find an opening and send that the length of the ice to the Eagles. For those of you just joining us tonight, I was calling Graham Harris Graham the whole night. I've done it a couple times, and I committed it to memory. I think I had nightmares over it.
Right, we got a
because I'm a professional.
Faceoff's going to be to Zach Hayes' right. Pretty good offering on goal. And Hayes had to make a save through some traffic, so keeps him concentrated, focused on the game. But 10:42 left in this first period.
Eagles doing a great job or the Skippers rather doing a great job through center in their transitional play. Sometimes they're moving it east-west. They're finding real estate as they're moving, keeping it the puck intact. It's been good.
Their spacing has been pretty good overall, so they're giving themselves some options to run. It's when you start chasing the Eden Prairie team around, you limit your options. So far, they've been successful.
Great clean breakout there. Hendrickson lost the handle in neutral. Now it's going to be Brown. Turns away from a would-be checker in Whipple, and it's played behind, knocked off the stick of Peltier. Now it's Middlestat to the corner. Brown check. Nice play there by Farina. You can't let the big fella snipe from there. It's going to be trouble.
He's got some soft hands.
Now Hendrickson across the line. Leaves off at the right side for Chartier, who dumps that one in. Peltier swings it up to the right wing side. Brown, the big strides through center. 2 on 5. Nice job by the Skippers to commit to the neutral zone coverage. Nice. Ooh, how's she going there? Bear leaving his man in the dust in Jorgensen.
He had a great game against St. Michael Albertville as well. 24 in the blue.
Love the mitts. That one's off the mask, actually, of Hayes, and behind the net it goes. Johnson is there for the Eagles. He's checked by Newhouse. Skippers will turn this one back into the corner. Here's Newhouse. Ooh, look at that. He had a little room there. Try to force it through. Oh, it's kicked at there. Hannes was going straight to the pitch. Now it's back at the neutral zone as Jorgensen will send this back in. Thrasher 1 on 2. Look at that. Ooh, nearly won the battle, but Jorgensen too strong on that puck. Carring's wrister was blocked up high by Brink, and it's swatted at back in behind the net. 9:02 to go in the first period. 2-1 in favor of Eden Prairie. They fell in the hole 1-0 early on and then bounced back with 2 quick ones up in the top shelf. Ooh, that one hops wide of Hayes.
But I like the response of Minnetonka. It didn't shake them at all. They just got rolled up their sleeves, got right back to work.
Settled right in, indeed. Here's Harris with it. Leaves over for Quinn. Oh, out through the goal mouth area. Conan wanted to work his way around Blake and does. Plays this one behind. The Eagles maintain possession, though, as they come away with it. Langenbrunner tried to play to the slot area to center. It's Conan. He'll sidestep to his left, rings the puck around behind. That's cut off neatly there by Hayes. Back in behind Langenbrunner. Blake had to try to take that off the wicket. Somehow stays with it, but Keppers was too much. Now it's going to be Batchelder. Good to see he shook off that end wall crash he took a shift ago. In front of the skipper bench it goes. Farina. The flyby, puck left behind. Now here's Blake, strong on it. Holt, touch pass. Oh, that was Batchelder in front. Nearly able to pull the trigger. Now Holt back in behind, dances over to the far side. That gets to the slot, but knocked away. Farina now with it. He has Keppers. Casey watches him, plays an angle with Britton. Casey back into the corner. Farina is there. Hendrickson in to help out. Fishes it from the end boards. Now it's going to be Holt with it. Holt puts on the brakes. Reached for and played through center on Blake. This is where he's creative. He's time and space. Hangs on down low, and he nearly found the defenseman Casey in the low slot area. Now the Skippers will work it back up through center with Farina. Batchelder with a love tap. Puck will be steered off the glass. Now it's Britton with it. Nice job to fish away from Hendrickson. To the corner they go. Hendrickson tried to help out. Now there's a 4-man battle as Batchelder comes away with it. 7:13 to go in the period. The Eagles content to flip it the length of the ice, take the icing call as they lead 2-1.
Well, and I think both teams could use some fresh legs out of the ice. A very long shift by both. But I like the way this Minnetonka team, they tighten up in the defensive zone. They protect the middle of the ice and keep everything on the periphery so far. Eden Prairie trying to get inside, not having great success. And when they do, Anders Irene has to be there for this team tonight. But 7:10 left in this first period. Eden Prairie advantage 2-1.
At the line, that's trickled to the slot area. Now it's going to be Newhouse. He's bumped on the play. And the Eagles will muscle it to center. Luloff is there. Away from Brink it goes. Now it's Bear who will take over. Nice bump off the end boards. They'll play this left wing side. Hannes ahead to Newhouse. He better hurry. Luloff measured. That was as good as a hit right there as he forces the turnover and kicks it up the boards.
Pretty good job of eluding that hit, too, by Newhouse.
That's a good idea there across the line. You know, I think the old school way was, say, be a tough guy, take the hit.
Yeah.
And I think the new school way is self-preservation. Oh, there's a penalty behind the play. This is going to be on the Eagles. We have a holding call. We'll get to see that sturdy power play of the Skippers as they'll try to tie this one up at 2.
Well, a bit of a war of attrition on this special teams right now because Eden Prairie really, I think Eden Prairie is going 22 of 23 penalty kills and been successful. So very stingy on defense, even a man down. But this Minnetonka team looks very poised to put some pressure on Zach Hayes in goal, but he might have to be their best defender, as we said.
Newhouse will jump in the squared circle. Ooh, they're getting after it over there on the far side. That was Hannes and Caring. Here's Harris behind the net for Hannes, picked off by Blake. He's gets away from one man, but that was Newhouse with a nice stick to thwart that would-be opportunity. Off the skate of the defenseman Duke Kiffin, and now it's going to be Newhouse to put on the brakes behind the net. He'll start it up. Lays it over to the left wing side. Kiffin, nifty pass to the right wing, but a little too far. Caring finds an opening. Batchelder. Blake is going to flow. Look out. Batchelder behind the net with speed. Instead, he's just going to wear some time, go for the skate. And he'll come to center and leave that one off for Caring. Caring back over for Batchelder. Wow. Ragging countless time off of this one. Ooh, Irene had to come out and take that one. Byron Buxton-like on the center field.
Get the short hop.
Is he healthy?
Goodness.
Well, I mean.
It's already started. It's only February.
Well, he's probably on the reserve. Chartier to the right wing side. It's just one, isn't he? So frustrating. Now they're going to work this one from the corner. Langfells. Newhouse. Now Newhouse will come away with it. Really strong on the puck here tonight. He's been terrific all year, but he's been having a really nice start to this one. Now Chartier will walk the line, deflected away. Kiffin gets a stick on that one, blocked in front. The puck's loose. Glove down and played to the right wing by Luloff as he's got to be watched. 2 Eagles against 3 Skippers. Now it's going to be Newhouse back in behind for Kiffin. Kiffin plays back to the left wing side for Newhouse. 15 to go in the power play and 4 minutes and 42 to go in the first. Chartier lays it up for Brink. Nice feed through the middle. Farina off the heel of the stick. And to center it goes for Bear. We are now 5-on-5, folks. Even strength. The Eagles kill the penalty. Ooh, nearly another penalty coming up there. But instead, Johnson will come away with it. He's run into. Keppers takes over the loose puck. Hartle works to him. Now it's Casey back in behind the net. He's checked by Farina. Britton chips the glass. Bear kicks it down the wall. Kept alive, but out of the zone by Johnson. Hartle takes over. Off the boards. It's going to be picked up by the Skippers Thrasher. They'll play this one ahead to Farina. Now it's look out. Hartle with a chance. Oh, and that one nearly found the low right side. Irene stretched for that one. Bear plays this one back over for Whipple. Back for Bear. He has a couple of options on the way out of the zone. Surveys. He's going to say, I'll take the ice as the Eagles change. Bear tries to create. He's going to go coast to coast. He can dangle. He can score. Who else? Bobby Orr. Now to the right wing side. From the neutral zone, the Skippers try to force that one through. Brink worked the muscle on another number 19, Ethan Peltier. Now it's going to be bumped into the corner. Harris now.
Ooh.
That hits the stick.
Of course it does.
Comes into play, as we always say. That's an astute observation you've been getting here. Whether our iterations were My Fox or
right.
Let's Play, now my now MN Hockey TV. I mean, it's high-end stuff. Here it comes again. Here it comes again.
Level.
Someone's going to go right over, you know what, over tea kettle. Now Brink with it. Plays this one rink wide. Harris plays this to the near corner. Brink is there. Caring chips this one up to the near boards as there's Hartle. Now it's Brown. Protects the puck. Finds a man on the left wing and Hartle, but stolen away neatly there by Hannes. Now it's Hartle again. He hits a man on the way in and Whipple as it's going to be bumped off the boards. Conan has it. Conan's jam. Nice forecheck there by Marble as he comes in and throws the leather. Over to the near side to an open wing as it's going to be picked up by Luke Mittelstadt. Now Cam Langfels. Marble bumped into by Farina. Conan will take over for the Skippers in their own zone. Ooh, funny Karen, look out, Holt shoots. That one goes up high, and Irene right off the crest. That was the odd carom that the Eagles, you could see how big the eyes got of Drew Holt right there.
Well, you can kind of see what Conan was trying to do, but it hit a stanchion or something, came right out into the scoring area, top of the right circle, put a good shot on Honors Irene, but that's what Honors Irene's going to have to do is make saves when there's letdowns or breakdowns in the own zone, come up with that save. He just did that. 2:12 left in the first period. Eden Prairie still up by 1.
Puck will be rung to the near side. Hendrickson, where's the call? The checkered line just tripped him. Now it's going to be Blake as he works it up the left wing side. Look out, he's dangerous in front. They score! Oh,
wow.
Jackson Blake put on a clinic up the left wing. It's 3-1 Eden Prairie with $1:56 to go here in the first period.
Well, it's kind of the Archie Skalbach factor where it looked like his stick had some Velcro on it. He worked around the defenseman, then worked around the goaltender as well. But he just made the pads a little bit open and just kind of tucked it in short side. But that was a really Pavel Datsuk-like goal, to not oversell it, but that was very impressive right now. 3-1.
I love the Archie Skalbach reference. You know where he can be seen these days?
Where's that?
He's guiding the Hopkins Bantamay edition where he went to high school, steered up off the netting. But on the ice, he can be seen at the Minnesota-made Ice Center's 3-on-3 rink in the men's league, lighting it up like a Christmas tree.
Well, he's one of the best stick handlers in traffic that I think I've seen
in
all my years of calling high school hockey, so I use him as a reference. It's indeed a compliment to Jackson Blake.
Totally. You put him together with a guy like Travis Boyd, man, they were dynamic.
Oh, and Fonz in goal?
Oh, my word. Back into center, those were the days. Thanks for catching that.
Yeah, not many people are going to understand the reference.
If one does, it's funny.
Well, he's going to.
It's funny because one does and the rest don't. Bear now, the delayed offside is washed. Bear with a little shoulder juke. He'll maintain. Ahead he goes. Here's Harris, left wing feed, stick save, steered aside by Hayes. And the Skippers will work the offensive zone. Quinn. That one pushes wide of the mark. Now it's going to be Bear with it. Turns and plays.
Great
back
play
in
by
behind.
Bear on that one. That was a great play.
You know, he's as poised as they come, Bart, and you're right. Watch 2-4 on the blue because that young kid can play the game. No question, the junior in on goal. Irene makes the save on the quick shot by Drew Casey.
Well, Casey got on that puck in a hurry, and it was Minnetonka trying to catch up. They couldn't do it. Good offering on net, but Honors Irene made himself big, came out and challenged the shooter, and held on to it. Just 50 seconds left in this first period.
That was Jorgensen, rather. Sorry about that.
Oh.
My bad.
Well, I went with what you said.
I know you did, but that was me.
I trusted you, man.
I know. Well, don't stop. Here's Conan with it now through center ice. Accelerates away from Batchelder. Oh, Newhouse. Backdoor. Oh, off the toe of the stick from Brink, and off the end boards it goes. As the Eagles will control. Blake loses an edge in front of the net. Nearly disastrous situation late in the first period here for the Eagles. Now it's going to be Batchelder across the line. Holt gathers. Oh, nifty pass. Blake wanted to pull the trigger. Oh, pad save. They score! Great job by Batchelder. Kept the stick on the ice. Followed up his own rebound. 4-1 Eden Prairie.
Well, I think it was Holt that actually really was the originator of that play. Good patience by Holt. Didn't see anything. Didn't force anything. Went with the backhand down to Batchelder, and Batchelder got the initial offering and then followed it up, as you said, didn't quit on the play. Honors Irene made the initial save. Nobody blocked out. So now we're at 4-1. That's a big goal to give up going into the first intermission. But Eden Prairie's got the mojo. It's up to Minnetonka to answer. They have 17.4 to at least establish something and go into the locker room, take a break, regroup.
Carrying across the line as he plays in deep for the Eagles. Skipper's Burchild will ring the boards over to the far side. There's Langenbrunner pushing off the end boards. Now it's Burchild. Turned over up high. Chartier comes away with it, and that'll do it for the first period. And what a beauty it's been here for the Eden Prairie Eagles. They fell behind 1-0 early on in the Hendrickson wraparound. Then they cinched it in. Bart, it's amazing what one player can do for the confidence of the other players of this team and how it loosens up their offensive ability. And I'm talking about Holt and Batchelder it's that big of a difference maker.
Well, and I'm going to take this on a level that might be a little bit deep. But what happens sometimes is when you get a focused player like that, everybody else just kind of gets through their shift so they can get that player back out of the ice. Eden Prairie's a little different. They can roll over their lines and still not lose any continuity or lose any momentum going through it. Then they put out that line with amazing speed and great skill. I think Minnetonka did a pretty good job of containing, but not – being 3 goals down, giving up 4 goals in the first period is not what Coach Goldsworthy wants, but they didn't play that bad. And this is a team that can come back with 3 good shots. It just has to start early in the second period.
We'll see what happens as we take a timeout. The score reads the Eagles 4 and the Skippers 1. We'll be back with more right after this. As we start the second period, it's the Eagles from left to right across your screen. Blake, a nifty feed. And now Brink is going to turn this one back up ice. See how the Skippers respond, Bart. I'm sure they had a lot of things to go over and discuss.
Well, and they really didn't do anything egregiously wrong. It's just the speed and skill of the Eden Prairie team created some opportunities. They just have to tighten up a little bit. But I think they have to defend as a group against this team and maybe throw their body a little bit more on this fast line, try to slow them down. I don't have an answer for it. Tough team to defend against.
Turnover, Batchelder on Newhouse. Scores! No! Oh, let's take that to Toronto. Oh, my word. Boy, I'm pretty sure that was in, Bart Archer. Well, I think the Gator got up over the eyes of the official.
But they play on.
Well, that was a nifty hit at center. Big turnover. Now Harris is going to come away with it. He'll be angled by Luke Middlestad. Harris wisely stays on the puck, cycles down for Keppers. He has Quinn in to help out. Now it's Langfells. Brown takes over. Has to regain possession. Now it's going to be Holt with it. Look out, here comes Keppers. Now it's going to be Brown through center. Nice little stick check at the line, turned in by the Skippers Thrasher, and it's going to be across the line with Harris. His shot's deflected by Middlestad behind the net. Chartier was there for a moment. And now it's going to be a quick wrister, deflection, rebound, scores! Oh, what a turn of events, a big rebound. And that's Quinn to gather it in, and it's 4-2 here in the early going of the second period.
Well, a nice turn of events for Minnetonka. What looked like a goal against Honors Irene was Batchelder looking for the hat trick. Must have carried him off the far post, but play continued. And then Minnetonka found a way to get down in tight against Hayes in goal. And a big goal for Minnetonka, no question about it. Quinn scores, and for him, that's going to be goal number 5. But what a big goal it is. Now it's a 2-shot game, and Minnetonka's got some energy.
Now Langenbrunner will take over in his own zone. Kind of similar to the first period. It was the Skippers that struck early. Oh, tripping penalty coming up. That'll be on Hendrickson. Off the ice goes Hayes, and now it's going to be Farina in the whistle.
That's a tough penalty to take after you get some energy, some momentum, and then have to go into the box and defend against a very potent Eden Prairie power play. And who do they bring out but the big guns as far as I'm sure Batchelder's going to be out there, but we see Blake and Holt. There's a lot of speed out there and a lot of skill as well. And the back line's formidable for Eden Prairie as well. So the work is cut out for Minnetonka. They're certainly capable of killing this penalty, and Hunter Newhouse is going to be a significant factor in the penalty kill for Minnetonka.
Puck is pushed back in behind the net where Hayes will set up. Luke Middlestad will come away with it behind his own net. He'll accelerate through the middle. Middlestad leaves behind for Blake. Blake with a nice little move. That's cut off. Harris with the play. Back into the Eden Prairie zone it goes. Luke Middlestad will have Newhouse. He'll be flushing him. Nice job by Newhouse to take away what the Eagles wanted as he gets right back into position. The 2-2 through the center. Nice work. Batchelder knocked away from him as he comes back with it. Sends us behind the net. He'll accelerate behind. Kiffin, nice job there. He got jammed for his efforts, but still got it deep.
No, very heady on him. If he went along the wall, Langenbrunner was cutting that off, so he just took a different angle, sent it down the ice. Just a minute, 5 seconds left on the penalty to Minnetonka's Hendrickson.
Blake will accelerate across the line and put on the brakes. Ooh, nice feed to Langenbrunner. Over for Middlestad, back up for Langenbrunner, the quick shot. You saw a big flex on the stick there. Middlestad now will control once again as he'll be bothered on the play. Nice job with the stick by Anderson. Anderson, 40 to go in the power play. Langenbrunner, Blake over to the far side, watched by Chartier. Up too far for Langenbrunner, to center it goes. One guy off for the Eagles. Boy, these guys have been out for the entire power play. I'm sure... Oh, there's a turnover. Oh, and Quinn nearly wanted goal number 2. I guess I was referring to fatigue factor, and there's a turnover.
Didn't miss by
prophetic.
Much, did he?
Now it's Blake who leaves this over for Middlestad across center ice. He'll play this in. 9 to go on the power play. Here comes Quinn again. He has some room. Quinn will race to the left wing side. Nice job by Langenbrunner to play the angle as he cuts him down. Now it's Brown with it as we're 5-on-5 as the Skippers terrific on the PK there. Holt will accelerate across the line and on goal. Goes against the grain, and that one trickles wide of the mark. And it's played behind by Thrasher, picked up by Newhouse. To the right wing side they go for Keppers. Now it's Hannes on the move, the junior across the line. He was given some room there by Luloff. Now it's picked up and played behind. Newhouse take that one from Brink. Out front, Brink had a chance. That rolled off the end of his stick. Now it's Newhouse for Conan. Back over to the side, right wing side for Kiffin. Kiffin now. Conan, the one-timer, misses the mark as that rolls up off the end boards. Brink takes a swing at that. In front, they score! Oh, look at that hard work. Out front, Keppers buries, and it's a one-goal game here in the second period with 12:05 to go.
Well, I think it was actually Reed Hannes that finished that play, P. Wagner.
Thank you.
No worries, but boy, great energy. Nice kill by Minnetonka, really uneventful power play for Eden Prairie, but Minnetonka got some energy off that and got the puck in tight and put some great pressure on Zach Hayes. Made the first save, second follow-up, found the back of the net. Now it's a one-shot game. Minnetonka has some life, but boy, they've earned it so far. But Eden Prairie, it just seems like their intensity has kind of waned a little bit. They had some opportunities, but Minnetonka played very responsible.
When you start thinking it's going to be easy, it gets hard. Rebound, scores! Oh, Chartier off the pads, and then the rebound for Rena. We're tied at 4. Oh, my word.
Well, and I'm not going to say coaching, but Eden Prairie's kind of wobbling a little bit. I think they're a little dazed, standing 8 count right now, but Minnetonka, everybody up on the bench, everybody engaged. They've been working awful hard, Pete, and they just got rewarded for their hard work.
Are you referencing Billy Football and Jose Canseco?
Maybe.
Can you believe Canseco lost?
No.
I am one level removed from Billy Football, just so you know.
Oh.
He's dating my friend's daughter.
Okay, cool. I guess.
Just absolute madman. Back in behind. Good college quarterback, too. Langenbrunner with it. Knowledge bombs flying everywhere. We're tied at 4. I can't believe this. Steered aside by Irene to the near side for Blake. He's sandwiched on the play. The one thing that you could feel about the Skippers to start this period was they weren't panicked and freaked out.
Well,
they just sort of stuck to it, you know?
I like the way they come out of their zone with purpose, get the neutral zone, and then gain the zone. So they're going station by station, but it's been very effective. But this is when Coach Lee Smith can pull out the big guns.
Look out.
And maybe change some momentum. But Minnetonka certainly has the mojo right now.
Holt off the glass. You know, I always say when you're a team that oh, nifty move there by Harris. Wow. Incredible. Skills competition. Steered aside by Hayes. Knocked in by Hannes. He's got one of the 3 in this period for the Skippers. Now Holt looks for Batchelder. Kiffin knocks it away. Now Newhouse, nice job to kick it ahead. Newhouse across the line. Wrister! Oh, he had the high glove. Nearly juggled the water bottle there. Now it's Coring. Plays to Blake 2-on-1 with Batchelder. Plenty of room. Holds, pulls, shoots, scores! Oh, there's a finisher right there. Jackson Blake. The self-check, and the whole marbles there.
Well, indeed. It was coming down 2-on-1, so they had numbers through the neutral zone. It was Blake and Batchelder. Batchelder making a bid for a hat trick. Defenseman kind of in no man's land. Took that pass away, but what he did was he made Anders Irene commit and just went up and over the shoulder under the bar. But that's a very soft-handed goal right there by a goal scorer. But now the lead is back 5-4 Eden Prairie. But now it'll be interesting to see how this Minnetonka team responds.
Back the other way comes Feinberg. He's got Jorgensen deep into the corner. We nearly had another dreaded turnbuckle there. We saw one of those against Edina. This one played into the corner now for Feinberg as he's bothered. Back in behind. In front! Oh, that one's pushed wide. Delayed penalty on the Skippers. 9 goals here in about 26 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean.
But, again, another tough penalty to take for the Skippers, and it looks like it's going to be Farina that's going to go to the box. So now a great opportunity. Eden Prairie answers back, takes a 1-goal lead. Now going on the power play, and, of course, they have the big line out there. Minnetonka's got a challenge in front of them.
Wrapped around to the left side for Langenbrunner. Now it's Blake for Langenbrunner. We get to see the power play again here for the Eagles. They were shut down in the last opportunity. Langenbrunner, near side for Middlestat, back up high. Langenbrunner's got Blake. Quick pass, they shoot. Oh, pad save, Irene. Nice job by the goaltender to get the left pad down there. Took that one away from Middlestat. Now up to the line to Langenbrunner. Back over for Blake. Ooh, nice little sauce. Snapper in on goal. Irene reads the redirect. That might have hit his own man Harris on the way in.
Well, if not, it was Batchelder that did the redirect. But nice work between Langenbrunner, Blake, and either Middlestat or Batchelder or Holt. I mean, they're working the puck quite well, but Blake has such great vision. Tried to thread that needle for a good one-timer, but Eden Prairie looks pretty good on this power play, Pete.
Just deft hands, you know, when that goal he scored. He holds it and then just gets it off the stick so quick and it's into the back of the net. Or if he wants to feather a pass, he can do the same. Middlestat now. Rink wide, touch pass to the middle for Batchelder, knocked away from him, back down low, Blake holds. Oh, that one's going to be blocked off the side of the goal mouth area there, as it's going to be Middlestat with it, back up to the line for Langenbrunner. Blake finds an opening over to the far side, gets it, that's picked off, here comes Anderson. He's trying to pull away from Langenbrunner in on goal. Oh, he gets the stick inside on him. Steve Erickson said, what do we have here? Holt to Batchelder. Scores! Oh, right back the other way. And the Eagles on the power play. Oh, look out. Oh, my word.
Well, Batchelder rounds it out, but that's what happens. It was Anderson that came down all alone. Blake had a misplay, and it was Anderson that came down with speed. Nice back pressure. Again by Eden Prairie, really limited. I thought it might be a slash and maybe even a penalty shot, but then Eden Prairie comes back with numbers and puts one under the bar again on Anders Irene. 6-4 now, 8:41 left to go in the second period. Eden Prairie has the advantage in the mojo.
Well, they got, about 7 high school girls right there in the front row, and the self-checks have just totally been focused on that area. They're just tripping over themselves. It's just, well, boys, you might want to quit while you're ahead. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Hockey players are no dummies, let's put it that way.
Well, or are they? Just no O's and smooth there. Now it's going to be played to the side, handled in front. Oh, that one's pushed through. This has been just a game of goal eruptions, as Bart Archer likes to refer to the ebbs and flows.
There's been some ebbs and there's been some flows as well.
Amen.
Drew Holt's flow is pretty impressive.
It is. Now it's Farina over to the near side for Hendrickson. He'll take it in across the line. They'll have to hold up. That's Bear off his stick. Drew Casey was there. Marble with the body. Langfels to an open corner. He'll chase it down. That's deflected off the stick of Chartier. And the Skippers will play that one back in. Lee Smith incensed one of the penalties. Not going to get it. Now it's going to be Middlestat. The length of the ice. I got to smile because I like watching Lee melt down. Sometimes he's such a good friend.
Yeah, he's got some emotion about
it's
him.
Kind of fun.
He's engaged, you can kind of tell. But I don't think Eden Prairie might have taken a whistle in that respect. I think they'd been out there for a little longer. Second period, you have those long line changes. It better get off early than late. So they just set one down. Regroup, get some fresh legs out there. But Minnetonka, great opportunity. Got to win those faceoffs.
Brown and Anderson on the draw. Jake Casey over to the near side. There's a wrister. Look out. That hit traffic on the way in. Peltier through center. He's going to guide it over to the left wing side for Luloff. He's being watched by Whipple. Luloff behind the net. Ooh, spun off the puck. Stays on it, though. Nice job by him. Drew Casey off the boards. Brown was there. Shivered. Anderson, how's she going with the hit there? Now Brown over for Casey. Britton with it now. Walks it to center. He'll check it back in on goal as Irene goes paddle down, and he's going to hang on to that one.
Well, and he didn't want to take any chance. It was Luloff and Riku Brown that he saw in his sideline, so figured it was a good idea to just cover it up. It allows the coaches again in the second period to put some fresh legs out there. We're a couple ticks under 7 minutes to go in the second period. 10 goals have been scored already, and I don't think things are going to change a whole heck of a lot. But face-off, very important for Minnetonka. They're 2 good shots down. They prove that they can come back. But 3 at this juncture of the game is going to be even more difficult. So they have to pay attention to little things moving forward.
Off the right wing boards, deflected away there by the Eagles. On that play was Feinberg. Now it's going to be played back to Feinberg from Tyler Johnson. Feinberg stays with a nifty job out of the corner as he looks up high. He had Coring there. Oh, what a big check thrown there. Where'd that come from? Conan through the leather. Trying to find his stick there is Feinberg, the recipient of that blasting hit. Now it's going to be Hannes just set up for a hit from Jorgensen. Thank you very little, he said, as he turns this one back up ice. And you can throw in the "While We're Waiting." Greatest movie of all time, of course, in the reference here. Conan. Oh, wow. Tripping penalty coming up in the offensive zone.
Not a penalty they wanted to take.
Jorgensen will get the trip. Rung in around the boards. That's handled wisely by Hayes, who he cuts it off, and that creates the whistle.
Boy, Anders Irene showed some pretty good wheels to get back to the bench, but really not a penalty that Eden Prairie wanted to take. Up by 2 closing moments of the second period, but it's going to be Jorgensen that's going to go to the box. But if you look at it as opportunity for Minnetonka, what a great chance they have right now to cut this lead to 1 good shot on the power play. Face-off now is going to be to Hayes' left.
Pushed over to the right side. We're going to bring it all the way up near side for Bear. Bear will play this down to Hendrickson. That's deflected. Nice job Coring to make the play. Chartier is there. Langenbrunner as well. Tries to position. Rung it to the near boards a little too hard, as Hendrickson will have to retreat back into his own zone. Bear. Cut off. Nice play by Blake. Look out. No! Knocked away by Bear. Hendrickson tried to position himself with Blake oncoming, but Blake just stayed with it, and he comes away with it. Now Middlestat with it. Sends ahead for Batchelder. And now it's Bear with it. He better hurry as Batchelder jams him. Now Hendrickson. Nice feed over for Harris. Bounding puck. Harris gets it back. He'll take this one across the line. Checked on the play by Middlestat. Blake will shovel back through the neutral. Now we have 1:02 to go in the power play. 5:04 in the period. Newhouse with it. Lays that one through. Cut off by Middlestat. He's going to just tuck it right back in behind the skipper goal. Irene will set up for Kiffin. Kiffin for Harris. He better hurry as he does into that puck. Back up through center. Cuts across to the right now for Hannes. Hannes will guide it around near side for Keppers. He's there with it. Up for Newhouse. Had to catch that one with the skate. Now for Kiffin. Harris to the slot. That's deflected away by Middlestat. Now Keppers with it. Gets that back up for Harris. Harris now down low. 24 to go on the man advantage in front. That one's knocked away there by Hayes. Now it's going to be Newhouse. Up for Kiffin. Almost a one-timer. Harris near side. There's a wrister. That's blocked off the gear of Langfels. Holt was there as well. Now it's going to be rung hard. Look out, a little too much juice there. Harris better hurry because here comes some speed in Luloff. And they'll play this one back into the neutral zone. Middlestat has Holt. Loads it, shoots. That one high off the glass. And look out, Hannes has it, waits for Harris. They're toward the end of their shift. Hannes was just crushed by Luloff, and it's played back in behind the net. We felt the reverberations of that.
It's still
right up here. Felt like an earthquake. Now Langenbrunner with it across the line, as he's going to try and spin back in behind the net as he's stopped by Burchild, who's going to stay with it. And nice job by the defenseman. Over to the near side, Whipple off the boards. Farina, nice catch. Plays this one into the offensive zone now. There's a wrister in on goal to the crest of Hayes, and that's going to be held on to. We're 5-on-5 now with 3:29 to go here in period number 2.
Well, that was a nice release by Whipple. He got the puck and released it very, very quickly. The puck had eyes. Found actually Hayes in goal. Nice job by Hayes to hold on to that one. Otherwise, there was a skipper waiting in the wings. But Minnetonka started to kind of get back into the flow a little bit. Their zone exits are good. Possession through the neutral zone. But that's when Eden Prairie tightens up. But a pretty good offering on the goaltender Hayes.
Face-off win. Chartier traffic. Nice read by Hayes. Went down and got it with the catch glove.
Well, Chartier walked out a little bit on top of the circle just to change the angle and make sure the puck got there. But I thought Hayes did a nice job of tracking that puck through some legs and sticks.
I don't know if Hendrickson's lost a draw tonight. And he was really good against STMA. The freshman clearly has learned from his father because it's impressive.
And his uncle, too, I'm sure.
He's so quick. Well, I think Darby was more of the centerman, and Danny was more of the grinding winger.
Sounds like a good balance to learn from.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Here's Hendrickson back up through center. Hounded. The second he gets on the puck, there's sticks all over him.
Yep.
He'll shovel it ahead to Farina. Chartier, the snapper. That takes a funny carom off the redirect. And now Chartier again. Nice save and focus by Hayes to cover that with the pad.
Well, a nice job by Britton to win the race of that puck. Otherwise, that would have been in the back of the net. So a nice play on defense by number 15 in the white.
Casey to Casey. Want to say that all night? Now it's Quinn with it. Back into the corner. Britton with a nice body position there. Down low, that's Marble to help out. Now Harris is there. Drew Casey looks to try to spin off a check. It's knocked off the end boards. Quinn is there. Now it's on the stick of Jake Casey. A quick shot that's knocked away by Marble. Slapped off the boards to center. 2:16 to go in the period. Ahead it goes. That was played by Hartle. He's 1-on-3 in his own zone as the Eagles change on the fly. Jorgensen in now to help out. They'll pin up on the wall, and that'll be whistled dead with 2:04 to go here in the second period.
Well, I think if anything's going to happen in this final 2 minutes, I think both teams have to play the right way. The next goal is obviously paramount of importance. I'm not trying to undersell that or oversell it, but if Eden Prairie scores in the winning moments of this third period, it's going to be exceptionally difficult for Minnetonka to come back. But if Minnetonka can at least hold serve right now, they're only 2 good shots away. Maybe punch one in, it'll change the complexion of the game. So next goal, obviously very important.
Off the glass to the near boards. Now it's Langfells. Pushes behind the net. Body check thrown there. Oh, look out. There's a chance in front. Down goes a Eagle player, Jorgensen. And a tripping call will be assessed to the Minnetonka Skippers with $1.50 to go in the period.
Well, you understand why the referee had to make that call, but I think he was just reaching for the puck and they went over. Drew Kiffin trying to state his case, but you aren't going to win too many of those battles. I can see why the referee called it. It could have been let go, but again, the challenge in the final minute, 50 seconds of the second period is to kill this penalty off and get into the locker room, only being down 2. But then you see the Batchelders, you see the Holtz, you see the Blakes, the Middlestats, and again, Langenbrunner, the task doesn't get any easier. They have to quit making runs to the box.
Eventually that does catch up to you. Batchelder behind. Conan is there. Fanned on the way out by Whipple. They get it back. Oh, nice check there by Batchelder to center. Eagles will be forced to regroup and find some real estate as Langenbrunner is going to leave off for Blake.
And Newhouse is floating at the offensive blue line, so still looking to get goals.
Here comes Batchelder. Stick got on him as he's going to carry this back up high for Middlestat. Now it's going to be Langenbrunner with it. Gifts it over to the left wing side for Blake. That hit Batchelder on the way in. 2-on-1 the other way if they hurry.
Oh, look at Middlestat.
Middlestat long strides. Harris' shot lets it go. Great play there. Get the offensive zone faceoff, killing the penalty. 1:09 to go in the period. 1:20 to go in the Eagle power play.
Well, Harris showed some good speed sneaking up the ice. It was Langenbrunner that did a nice job of contesting him anyway, but I was very impressed with Middlestat and how he skated back and minded his defensive responsibilities, even though he got caught in a little deep. But that's the kind of effort that good teams can go from good teams to great teams with those kind of efforts. Doesn't show up in the box score, but your teammates know you did it.
Middlestat now with it. Blake. Batchelder now. Blake gets it back as he turns. Middlestat with it. Back up for Langenbrunner. Now Blake with it. Langenbrunner. Quick slapper. Scores! Drew Holt gets the redirect on that.
Well, it was a good offering. Nice puck movement by this Eden Prairie Eagle squad. And it was Langenbrunner just a couple steps inside, right on top, put an offering on. And I think you're right, Pete. I think it was Drew Holt that actually did the redirect on that one. And for Holt, that's number 3, his 12th point on the season so far. But his game's amped up as well. Boy, a lot of speed on that Eden Prairie squad, especially on that line. Minnetonka did a pretty good job of defending, but 44.7. They're down by 3. Just get in the locker room, feeling some good things, and refocus. They did it last period. They're going to have to do it in the third period, which is going to be difficult.
7-4 now the lead for the Eagles. Langfells with it. Looks ahead for Peltier, knocked in by Kiffin. It'll be Langfells to regroup in his own zone. Fishes out to the right side. Nice feed to Peltier through center. 25 to go in the period. Peltier goes behind the back. Langfells gets into that one. Irene gets the catch glove out and gobbles it up.
Well, it was a good shot. Langfelds just walked into that, put a good offering, glove side. Pretty easy save by Irene, but there was some Peltier, I think, was doing kind of a flyby, so it wasn't an easy save, but he made it look easy on that one. Faceoff's going to be to his left, just under 20 seconds left in this period. Very important faceoff for Minnetonka.
Langfells gathers, walks, shoots. Took a little something off that. Irene steers to the right wing side. Johnson plays to the corner. Jorgensen back for Johnson, knocked away. And it's played over to the far wall. 6 to go in the period in front. Ooh, that's deflected. up and out of play with 3 seconds remaining in the period.
All right, well, as long as we have just a couple seconds, I'd like to say hello to Doug Dornsife out in Colorado Springs, Marty Clow out in England, and, of course, Brad Williams. I'm sure he's tuning in watching his Skippers put in a valiant tussle going on.
Wow.
But the goaltender's out. They're going to go right for
with
the net.
3 seconds, that's gutty.
And
you can get it down there. I mean, it's usually right. I mean,
they've had great success in the dots, though.
And instead, Newhouse just plays it to the open corner. Oh, look at that. The Eagles entered the period with a 3-goal lead that got knotted at 4, and they leave with a 3-goal lead. They didn't lose anything they had.
Well, that's what good teams do. The advantage that Coach Lee Smith has is he has the line of Batchelder, Holt, and Blake, and they can really be momentum stoppers for the other team. It was Minnetonka that started to build energy, get the good feels, and then he can throw out that Batchelder line, and they can take that momentum away, and that's exactly what they did in that second period.
7-4 after 2. This has been a goal scoring. This is Oilers and Flames circa 92. Loving it. More comes up right after this at the mnhockey.tv. I had the mics hot, everybody. Sorry about that. Just real impressive as we just rattled your computers back at home.
They're probably not surprised. They've been through that a time or two with me around.
Well, this has been quite the game. I mean, the texture of this thing is... I mean, the Skippers have proven they can climb back from down 3 a couple of times at one time here for sure, so why not do it again?
Well, it's in the third period, though, and this is where Eden Prairie really can kind of flex their muscles a little bit, but it's certainly not beyond their own possibility. The thing I think that if you're a Minnetonka Skipper fan, they've skated with this Eden Prairie team. In fact, they've dictated a lot of the play in this game. It's just a couple of breakdowns, and there's so much skill on the Eden Prairie side that if you make a single mistake or a turnover, it's like a mini power play, and you put this team in an advantage, and they're going to probably succeed more often than not. So Minnetonka's got to get on their horse early, but don't change the way you're playing. Just limit the opportunities and make opportunities for yourself. Simple as that.
Say that 5 times
right?
fast.
Easier said than done.
We'll bring it back into the Minnetonka zone early on here in the period. As it's
even the little things, Pete, in this juncture of the game, winning faceoffs, clean exits out of the zone, possession through the neutral. All the details are going to have to be minded for this Minnetonka team. And here's Brad Shelder, top of the key. Oh,
he scores!
Up and over the shoulder. Didn't mean to step on your call.
No worry.
You were doing a production, but Brad Shelder with number 4 now tonight. He just took it in, walked it in from the blue line, and put it up over Anders Irene's shoulder. And now we are at 8-4. Not what Goldie wanted to see, or Coach Goldsworthy wanted to see early in this period, but that just took 16 seconds, Pete Wagner. So not really the way Minnetonka wanted to start, but they're back in the dots, looking forward to maybe turning the tides a little bit. 4 goals is a tough one in the Eden Prairie Community Center.
This is the largest lead now of the game for the Eagles at 4. Middlestat plays that one ahead for Brown. Luloff sprung to the left wing side. Oh, he wanted the high glove, didn't get it. Quinn tried to catch up to that. Brown quickly over for Coring. As he looks back, flings one through center as it rolls. Look out, that bounces away from Thrasher to the corner. Luloff will take that one from Peltier. And now it's pushed off the boards to the left wing side as Thrasher across center plays this one in wide of the mark. Look out. Penalty coming up. This will be on the Eagles. I believe Peltier is going to go as Thrasher was upended.
Yeah, in fact, he took an extra liberty, got a little aggressive with Thrasher. Now it's going to be 2 minutes in the box. Even though you're up by 4, I don't think Coach Lee Smith wants this team to take that penalty. Peltier just trying to make a play, bring a little physicality to it. But 16:03 left in the third period. Tonka down by 4, but now on the power play, it's going to be Blake against Newhouse for Minnetonka.
Hannes finds Kiffin. One-timer in on goal. Hayes a save. Out of the butterfly. Over to the far side it goes now. It's going to be Newhouse to play to the corner. Keppers tried to angle on Langenbrenner, who fishes along the wall. Newhouse to the line. Here's Kiffin. Knocked away by Batchelder. This has just been stalwart effort by Batchelder. He's been on his A game here tonight.
Both ends of the rink, too.
Absolutely committed and physical. That's deflected away. Blake to the line. Kiffin finds Newhouse. He gets away from Blake, but Blake just quickly right back into the kitchen. Down to the corner for Harris. They looked in the middle for Hannes. Now it's going to be Newhouse with it. Stick handles through traffic. Fanned on there. Harris will try to knock this to safety. Blake is there, stripped away from him. Nice job by Harris to get that up for Newhouse. Newhouse, back door. Oh, he wound up. Shot, save, rebound. Up to the high slot area. I think Harris, if he probably would have caught that and just zung the wrister, he could have had an opportunity there. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20, and we're up here and they're down there.
Right. I just don't think he felt comfortable. And it's going to be Blake, I think, that might go, or both of them are going to go. And I think it's going to be Hannes and Blake just mixed it up a little bit outside the zone, so both of them coincidental. So it's still going to be 47 seconds left in the penalty to Peltier, but Minnetonka is still in the power play. But these teams are familiar. A little emotion sometimes can spill over. But overall, it's been a pretty disciplined game. There really hasn't been anybody performing checks without really purpose, and when they do, they get called for the infraction. You can take that penalty off the board, sir.
They're yelling. They got some chirps going back and forth. It's great. They had it the whole way, and then it slowed down, and then Hannes said, you know what, I'm not done. And then he went back after Blake. That's off Chartier. That used to be commonplace back in the day, Bart. I mean, it was just for the full 2 minutes. Now, today's kids are so nice. What happened?
At least in Minnesota, right?
Quinn to the corner, Middlestat. Nice little angle there. Oh, finished him there to Luloff off the boards. And there's 20 to go in the power play, 14-22 to go in the period. Holt will gather from the corner. Luloff wanted the feed, but Bear comes away with it. He'll wait on the puck now as Bear will advance out of the zone. Left wing for Hendrickson. Leaves back for Brink. Back in behind. Middlestat, nice job to muscle away from that as it's going to be Holt with it. Holt, drop pass for Luke Middlestat. Wrister, oh, that's off the glove. And off the end boards as the net gets knocked off its posts. Irene may pull it back on. Love it. The ref just played it right back onto the post. That's my kind of angle there for sure. Blocker pad save. Ooh, rebound up to the high slot area. Now it's going to be sent right back in by Anderson and offside on the play as Manning makes contact on that puck.
Well, it's a little thing, but the referee allowing them to play, I think, really moves the game along, so to speak. So I really like that fact, and I'm glad you brought it up in that respect. But now we're back to 5-on-5. Not a great power play for Minnetonka. They had some possession, but really Hayes was not challenging the Eden Prairie goal, so very responsible penalty kill once again by this Eagle team.
Britton goes ahead to Marble. As Whipple was there, now it's going to be Burchild taking the setup from Irene as he's going to play this off the end boards. Whipple better hurry because here comes Hartle. Put some leather on him. Over to the near side. Anderson was there, but now it's going to be Drew Casey. Jake Casey now, wrister wide of the mark. Marble again behind the net. Burchild comes away with it. He has Manning open to the left wing, deflects to center. And Jake Casey right back into the skipper zone. Manning with it. Nice little feed to the right wing side. That's off the stick of Lagerback, and back at center it goes. Lagerback is there again. Harris, nice job through traffic. Lagerback opens up down low. Nice feed there. Oh, knocked away. Good defensive play by Britton. Nice read. Up high it goes. That's too far for the stick of Thrasher, who'll regroup. He's got Bear open to the near side. Nice job to keep that errant pass together for Bear. Liking what I'm seeing of this controlled kid.
Yeah.
He's a nice player.
Got some athleticism about him.
Smooth defensive player. Now it's Quinn with it. Kepper knocked off his stick. Back over for Bear. Back over for Keppers. Left wing side he goes. Oh, they had Bear stepping up, but Coring makes the read. Plays this one in deep. Knocked off the stick of Thrasher. Nice check in the offensive zone by Johnson. And here come the Skippers trailing by 4 with 11:55 to go. Back through center with Harris. Now it's Langenbrunner. Nice stick work there by Harris to keep it alive. He'll battle and scratch and claw off the end boards. Feinberg is in on him. Nice positional play there by the Eagle forward. Chartier is there with Langenbrunner. Look out. Harris off the end boards. Pad save. Rebound in front. Puck still loose. Chipped through. That gets away from Kiffin. He tried to knock that down with the stick. Couldn't quite get it. Irene wants transition. Chartier across the line. He's got Farina. Stick saved to the corner by Hayes as they're going to have Riku Brown with it back off the corner. To the right wing side. Touch pass for Luloff. Wanted to split the defense, but there was Conan to break that one up over for Kiffin. Back into the Eden Prairie zone it goes with Middlestat. He'll play it over to the far side. Off they go. Near side again, Luloff. He's got a man breaking to the net. Look out, that's Peltier. Luloff ran out of real estate as he is watched closely by Whipple. Brown off the end boards. Whipple gets it back. Behind the net he goes. Off the boards, Farina reached, and the stick was there for Brown to keep it alive. Down low, the Eagles try to find a chance for Peltier. Farina's checked on the play, and out of the zone is Burchild. He'll play this through the neutral. That's off the leg of Langfels, deflected back into Eden Prairie territory. We had some action behind the play. No harm, no foul. We play on. Love it. Playoff-style hockey here from Eden Prairie. Love that implication. Brown across the line like it's different. And it's going to be sent right back in on goal as Irene plays that one down. It's controlled now by the defense, and Whipple over to the left wing side for Bear. He's watched on the play. Nice forecheck by Marble. But the Skippers impressively break that and play it through center. Now Brink takes the carom, misses the mark over to the far side. Newhouse back up for Bear. Wrister. That one knocked out of there by Hayes. Now it's Newhouse. Nice pressure here by the Skippers. They've been responding here in this period after it became 8-4. Now it's going to be Jake Casey up through center as he finds an opening and flips it into the far wall from where he was. Now it's going to be Newhouse. Look out, he's jammed on the play. That was Drew Casey on the play. Now Thrasher for Bear. Nifty outlet to Kempers. Oh, nice pass to Newhouse. Backdoor, scores! Oh my word, that's as good as it gets right there. It's 8-5 with 9:21 to go. Gorgeous.
Well, it was Hannes to Newhouse. Newhouse over to Quinn. Quinn up and over the shoulder of Zach Hayes for Eden Prairie. But Quinn has really turned in quite a performance tonight. Great effort in all ends of the ice, and he's got 2 tallies on the board. But now it's a 3-shot game. 9:21, not beyond the realm of possibility. But Minnetonka's been the better team the last 5 minutes of this game.
They've had these surges like this. Now here's Blake looking to make something happen as Conan gets the possession and plays behind. Holt is there, stopped by Kiffin. It's going to be Conan now as he accelerates across the center red line. Look out, Harris has it. He has a man open. Oh, down low, he had Quinn again. Now Holt is there as he chips to center. Kiffin comes away with it. He'll just be content to get it deep as the Skippers touch up. Chartier will do the initial forecheck to the left wing side. It's Coring ahead to Holt. Back for Coring. Look out, he's got some room. 4-on-1. Coring options. Leaves off. Oh, they misfire. And here comes Kiffin. He gets away from Batchelder. Nifty move by the defenseman. 4-on-2. Oh, my word. It's the form in Montreal. Back door they go. Circa 76. Now they're back the other way. It's going to be picked up by Blake. He's got Holt. Holt shoots. Oh, and a pad save made by Irene. Let's go the other way, shall we? And here they come with Chartier. Blake comes away with it. Holt now. Now Batchelder. He'll carry this one deep. A wraparound attempt. Nobody home. Now it's up for Langfelds. Back over for Middlestead. He'll let that one go. Pad save. Irene didn't even see it through the screen. It got through clean.
Good positional save.
Absolutely. Now Holt will possess. Knocked away by Kiffin. Langfell's a wrister. Blocked up high. Skipper's exhausted. They just chipped that. Probably a little too much juice on that one. Icing the call. 7:50 to go in the third.
Well, and he also had Vinny Farina streaking up. If he could have hit him in stride, Farina had a pretty good burst of steam going. But 7:50, so we're under 8 minutes to go in this third period. Eden Prairie 8, Minnetonka 5. Eden Prairie starting to kind of take this game back a little bit, or at least get more involved. But Minnetonka showed some great energy, some great discipline as far as working the 3 zones.
Face-off win.
Well, it was Feinberg that actually had a couple swats at that puck. It was Anders Irene that trying to keep his integrity along that post, and that came off the moorings. Face-off's going to be to his left, but you got to block that out. You got to limit those second opportunities. The goaltender needs some help, and they have to be a little bit tighter in their defensive zone.
Here we go back through center ice. Into the Eagle zone, knocked away. It's been one of my favorite games in a couple of years, Bart.
No, it's been fun. Fire wagon hockey.
Oh, there's one. And it reminds me of the Minnetonka Edina game. Louis Nanny scored in overtime. They had to climb back from down like 5-1 or something like that.
And I think Minnetonka was undefeated going into that game, too.
Number 1 ranked.
Yeah.
Luloff with it. Oh, pad save, Irene. How's the groin? Back in behind the net. Had a stretch to get that one.
Yeah.
Now Bear with it. Deflected away from him. Jorgensen has a man. That's Feinberg open. Manning off the boards. Nice job to stay away from that. Now Thrasher with it. Knocked away from Coring as it's going to be Langenbrenner. Luloff is there. Overskated back the other way. Here they come. Lagerback can shoot it. Coring can block it. Did a nice job there. Manning shot, save made. Look out. This thing's far from over, folks. I mean, the goals have been coming in bunches.
Well, it's just fun to watch.
Down goes Luloff. Lagerbach's going to go for the hook.
Oh, he reached for him, too, right in front of the ref.
Chopped off the boards by Anderson, and Lagerbach will go soccer skills and straight to the penalty box.
Well, I'm going to bring up about John Manning, number 33 in the blue. He hasn't got a lot of ice time tonight, but he's been effective when he's out there. I was very impressed with him against St. Michael Albertville as well. He's got good speed and seems to have a good sense about him when he's out there, but it's going to come all the way down into the Minnetonka zone to Honors Irene's left. 6:18 to go, but now penalty on the board for Minnetonka. Eden Prairie on the power play.
Middlestad now looked over to Langenbrunner, said no. Back down for Batchelder, turns away from Conan. Kiffin was there to help. Newhouse clears to the line. Langenbrunner comes away with it. Harris bothered him. Now it's going to be Middlestad, Batchelder. Ooh, they wanted the one-timer. Blake, he's dangerous. Pulls it down low behind the net. Here's Blake again on the backhand. Going to go for the skate. Why not? He can. He'll walk this one. Oh, nifty move there. Tripped over the end line. And back to center they go. Harris with it. Glove save. Hayes. Ooh, looked like that almost fooled him.
Well, I thought he made a pretty nice recovery if it did, because that was ticketed for the glove side far corner. Good shot from the top of the circle by Harris on that one, but again, Hayes hasn't. I mean, there's been activity in his zone, but hasn't seen a lot of rubber this period. So
Spurty.
That was a pretty good save in a kind of a trying moment. Minute 18 left in the penalty to Lagerbach.
There's a wrister in on goal. Oh, Hayes is going to say, let's get it out of here, and throws it off.
Collected.
Absolutely. Here comes Brown with it across the neutral zone. Quinn disrupts that. Luloff gathers. Edges back into the zone, turns away from traffic. Look out, there's Feinberg, nifty. Down low. Luloff back for Feinberg. They go back up high. Langfell's fanned on that partially. Brown comes away with it. Watched by Anderson. Couple of tall drinks over on the far side there. Anderson wins the stick battle, but not out. Oh, nice busy stick there on Langfeld, so he tucks it back in. Eagles forced to touch up. 40 to go in the man advantage. Skippers clear at the length of the ice. Hayes steers it off to the right side. Langfels gathers. Up the right wing side he goes with some room as he'll gain the line. Watched on the play by the Skippers' defense. Burchild was there, cleared off the boards by Whipple. Back into the Eden Prairie zone it goes with Britton with 17 to go in the power play. 4:34 to go in the period. 8-5 your score, Eden Prairie. Thanks for joining us here tonight. It's been a dandy. Oh, they score! Luloff stayed with that. For the ninth time, the Eagles raise the sticks. And they're in a comfortable 4-goal position with 4:26 to go here in the third.
It seemed like the Skippers just relaxed a little bit, but Luloff didn't quit on the play. Once that puck got in front of him, he just pushed it toward the net. And I think it surprised Honors Irene in goal for Minnetonka. But Luloff's been working awful hard, and nice to see him get rewarded. That's going to be on the power play. Just 8 seconds left in the penalty to Lagerbach. So we're back to 5-on-5, but again, 4:26 to go. Now these last 4 minutes, 26 seconds just have to be about effort, playing the right way, but try to get something positive out of this game, because Minnetonka really hasn't played that poorly. They just ran into a buzzsaw Eden Prairie at home.
If you score 5 times in any hockey game at any level, that should be enough to win.
Well, especially when Eden Prairie's only giving out about 1.5 goals a game. So Minnetonka, they're not shy about scoring, and they're capable defensively. So don't get too down if you're a Minnetonka fan. Good things to come.
No, it's not like they're turning it over. There's a shot in on goal from long range by Newhouse that's gobbled up by Hayes. It's not like they're giving up these awful turnover goals or those type of things. They're just the Eagles just have goal scorers, which we don't see that many. Assimilated or put together on one roster.
And I like the way you phrase that, because there's a difference between people that can score goals and goal scorers. Now, Minnetonka has a number of people that can score goals. Great balance, great depth on this team. But just these goal scorers on this Eden Prairie team, it's going to be hard for any team in the land to match up with it. There's a couple out there, but Eden Prairie looks very, very strong tonight playing against a good team.
Goal scorers can put it in from anywhere and quickly.
Right on.
There's a save by Hayes. That came up high. They nearly bid for their 6th goal, did the Skippers. Turned and stirred aside off the glass.
I like the character on the Skippers. They haven't quit. It's like a 0-0 game with the effort they're given. That's what you expect from a Goldsworthy coach team, though.
Blocker pad turned over to the boards. Swatted at. That was Jorgensen that was there. And turned back in by Keppers. 3:22 to go. This is the fastest moving game, like real-time wise, I've ever experienced here at the community center. Like, unbelievable. This is like Red Knight material. Conan. Boy, they were impressive against Chaska today. Look out for them, too. Conan across the line, and that's offside and on goal. We'll see if anybody takes exception to that. Middlestead comes over and says, how's she going? Where's your soda tonight?
Well,
let's go get one.
They're pretty familiar with each other, and they know that Conan's not the kind of player that's going to ruffle the feathers, but I think Benilde St. Margaret's might be a team that can challenge this Eden Prairie team. They have strength on the back line. I don't know if they have quite the speed, maybe the Eden Prairie, but they have a lot of young men that can play the game quite well, so that would be a nice matchup to watch as well.
Off the stick, absolutely it did. Lagerback, 4 checks on Middlestead, who cuts back against the grain, finds Blake up through center, stays on the puck, feeds through. Holt, nice save, Irene, as he sprawls. He goes Hasek on that one.
Well, this is the 4th game that these guys have been playing together. Obviously familiar from last year, but it was Blake that just put it to an area and allowed Holt Speed to kind of grab it and go the other direction. But it was honors Irene to spread the pillows out. Otherwise, that would be a 10 spot on the scoreboard. So nice job by the Minnetonka goalie to keep it out.
If you're playing with Jackson Blake, you better dart to areas if you want to have success, because he's going to get it there, and he's going to think 2 steps ahead of you.
Well, in part of the thing, too, it's not like Drew Holter or Carter Batchelder are average players. These guys are pretty high-level players as well, so it's just a wealth of riches for Lee Smith, but he's working it right. It doesn't look like there's any egos. They're not afraid to give up the puck. They just want team success, and that's what can separate the good teams from the great ones.
Luloff across the line. Brown will hold. Wanted to get it back to Luloff from the corner. 2:13 to go in the period. Now Hendrickson from the end line. That's off a pair of skates. Britton and Chartier were there. Now it's going to be Jay Casey. Bumps the boards to the near side. Britton is there. Britton looks ahead to the left wing side. He'll be forced into the corner. Whipple watching him. Burchild is there as he's going to be hounded by Brown. Nice outlet to Farina. Oops, he had to reach back for it, though, off the toe of the stick. Farina now with Hartle on him. Nice job to get to Newhouse. And he plays over the break to the right wing side. Up steps Whipple, Brink across the line, and Whipple was just offside.
Well, he just got a little aggressive. I think Brink could have probably pushed the puck up a little bit quicker, but nonetheless, 1:37 left in this third period. It's been a fun game to watch. You know, I'm sure the Minnetonka fans are a little disappointed. They wanted not to give up 9 goals, but scoring 5. There's some positives that Coach Goldsworthy can pull out of this game, obviously, but I think Coach Lee Smith feels pretty good about the way his team's played a complete team game. And it's not just the main line, it's other people contributing as well.
Happy to see the rematch later on in the year.
Yes, absolutely. At Pagel.
The Lake Conference team, Edina with a huge win last night, 3-2 over St. Thomas Academy, a really good hockey club. You know, that's now wins over Eden Prairie and STA for Edina. Very impressive.
Indeed.
Hartle at the line, knocked back to center. So just saying that the Lake Conference matchups will prove to be very interesting on any given night. Wayzata looking good too as well. Britton back in behind with a minute left.
Pete, I've heard a lot of good things about that Wayzata team. It might be the best team that Coach O'Leary's had in a while. Not only can they 10 goal and defend, but they have some people that can put the puck in the net, so that might be a scary team to look forward to.
How about Holy Family Catholic tonight, looking very good in their game as they came up with a win over Blake. You know, we're getting into the teams now. Right. We're talking Lake Conference or section play. You know, Blake is a factor in the 6AA, but, you know, Holy Family Catholic here in the 2AA with Minnetonka and Eden Prairie, look out.
Well, it gets down to that one-game format. Anything can happen.
Jorgensen checked by Keppers. Nice job to stop him in his tracks as it's going to be Feinberg to bump it into the corner. Burchild will ring the boards over to the far side for Quinn, who's been terrific tonight for the Eagles. Harris has been rock solid, too, and that's a nice check there on the forecheck by Jorgensen, forcing the turnover. Eagles playing to the final bell. They're not letting up at all. Now it's Harris with it. Feinberg.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
No doubt. The buzzsaw. Burchild plays left wing side. That's on the stick of Quinn. Now stepping up as Whipple to help with 12 to go in the period. Cut off by Hayes behind the net. And that's going to pretty much do it here for this one. Be sure to check out. Oh, that one's deflected off the stick of Britton. That got a little nerve-wracking. Check thrown by Harris. Gloves get up between he and Luloff.
It wasn't that aggressive by Harris. He's not that type of player. He just played to the whistle, which is what they're coached to do. Luloff let him off. But again, just a quick summary. It was Batchelder that really was the star of this game as far as that goes. But There are a lot of people that deserve praise on the Eden Prairie Eagles squad. I think their defensive core played very well. The forwards rolling over the lines, keeping the momentum. But Minnetonka, a lot of good things for Coach Goldsworthy. Obviously, they have some work to do. Giving up a 9 spot is not really what the coach wanted after playing so responsibly up to this point defensively. They just ran into a very motivated and focused Eden Prairie team.
That'll do it here for this one. Be sure to check out the play of the game. We'll have that posted on Twitter. That, of course, is the Chick-fil-A Chanhassen play of the game. Be sure to frequent that place. It's awesome, right off Highway 5. Very friendly staff, some of the best food you'll ever want. By the way, I love the grilled chicken nuggets with the barbecue. Unreal. For our entire crew here, John Sands working the – what were you doing? Were you directing, highlights, the whole thing, making it look like formidable? Todd Grover on the camera, did it without the cheaters tonight. That was impressive. And for Bart Archer, oh, no, he did have the cheaters. Yeah. I'm Pete Wagner. Good night, everybody.